Cops say they've had it with the army of YouTube streamers camped out in front of Nancy Guthrie's home.
We're here at Nancy's home to try to just get some information.
True crime influencers from across the nation have descended on Tucson, streaming for hours on end.
Now, there is a person that they did spot with a backpack going through someone's gate.
Any snippet of information becomes major breaking news streamed live.
We heard the guy go in, but when he was coming out, he said, "I got it. I got it." Don't know what that is.
Jimmy Williams sits in a lawn chair streaming around the clock. In this live stream, he teases shocking chaos at the Guthrie house. So what was the chaos? He got in an argument with Nancy Guthrie's neighbor over where he parked his car.
The only action that's been out here is when the lady called the police on me.
Distractions like that, standing out here in the parking lot and screaming how bad the sheriff is, how does that help this investigation move forward?
Streamer Damian Enderle says his audience is hungry for coverage of the case and blames a lack of information from law enforcement for the surge in conspiracy theories.
Right now, it's kind of spiraled in so many directions, and the sheriff has not had a press conference.
They're actually doing more harm than good right now.
Arizona State Legislator Alma Hernandez has a blunt message for the streamers.
At the end of the day, if they really truly want to be helpful, they should probably go home.
Sloppy influencers and would-be sleuths.
Chris Cuomo is also slamming the streamers and podcasters. He really went after Megyn Kelly for focusing a lot of attention on Savannah Guthrie's brother-in-law, who has been cleared of any suspicion in the case.
She doesn't know a damn thing.
Kelly is hitting back.
Nobody watches his show on News Nation, and I mean nobody. And therefore, he gets upset at anybody who does well, like our show, and he gets jealous. He gets upset at anybody.
Cops say they've had it with the army of YouTube streamers camped out in front of Nancy Guthrie's home.
We're here at Nancy's home to try to just get some information.
True crime influencers from across the nation have descended on Tucson, streaming for hours on end.
Now, there is a person that they did spot with a backpack going through someone's gate.
Any snippet of information becomes major breaking news streamed live.
We heard the guy go in, but when he was coming out, he said, "I got it. I got it." Don't know what that is.
Jimmy Williams sits in a lawn chair streaming around the clock. In this live stream, he teases shocking chaos at the Guthrie house. So what was the chaos? He got in an argument with Nancy Guthrie's neighbor over where he parked his car.
The only action that's been out here is when the lady called the police on me.
Distractions like that, standing out here in the parking lot and screaming how bad the sheriff is, how does that help this investigation move forward?
Streamer Damian Enderle says his audience is hungry for coverage of the case and blames a lack of information from law enforcement for the surge in conspiracy theories.
Right now, it's kind of spiraled in so many directions, and the sheriff has not had a press conference.
They're actually doing more harm than good right now.
Arizona State Legislator Alma Hernandez has a blunt message for the streamers.
At the end of the day, if they really truly want to be helpful, they should probably go home.
Sloppy influencers and would-be sleuths.
Chris Cuomo is also slamming the streamers and podcasters. He really went after Megyn Kelly for focusing a lot of attention on Savannah Guthrie's brother-in-law, who has been cleared of any suspicion in the case.
She doesn't know a damn thing.
Kelly is hitting back.
Nobody watches his show on News Nation, and I mean nobody. And therefore, he gets upset at anybody who does well, like our show, and he gets jealous.
Been cleared of any suspicion. Cops say they've had it with the army of YouTube streamers camped out in front of Nancy Guthrie's home.
We're here at Nancy's home to try to just get some information.
True crime influencers from across the nation have descended on Tucson, streaming for hours on end.
Now, there is a person that they did spot with a backpack going through someone's gate.
Any snippet of information becomes major breaking news streamed live.
We heard the guy go in, but when he was coming out, he said, "I got it. got it. Don't know what that is.
Jimmy Williams sits in a lawn chair streaming around the clock. In this live stream, he teases shocking chaos at the Guthrie house. So what was the chaos? He got in an argument with Nancy Guthrie's neighbor over where he parked his car.
The only action that's been out here is when the lady called the police on me.
Distractions like that, standing out here in the parking lot and screaming how bad the sheriff is, how does that help this investigation move forward?
Streamer Damian Enderly says his audience is hungry for coverage of the case and blames a lack of information from law enforcement for the surge in conspiracy theories.
Right now, it's kind of spiraled in so many directions, and the sheriff has not had a press conference.
They're actually doing more harm than good right now.
Arizona State Legislator Alma Hernandez has a blunt message for the streamers.
At the end of the day, if they really truly want to be helpful, they should probably go home.
Sloppy influencers and would-be sleuths.
Chris Cuomo is also slamming the streamers and podcasters. He really went after Megyn Kelly for focusing a lot of attention on Savannah Guthrie's brother-in-law, who has been cleared of any suspicion in the case.
She doesn't know a damn thing.
Kelly is hitting back.
Nobody watches his show on News Nation, and I mean nobody. And therefore, he gets upset at anybody who does well, like our show, and he gets jealous.
Went out.
Here in the parking lot and screaming how bad.
Cops say they've had it. Cops say they've had it with the army of YouTube streamers camped out in front of Nancy Guthrie's home.
Now we're here at Nancy's home to try to just get some information.
True crime influencers from across the nation have descended on Tucson, streaming for hours on end.
Now, there is a person that they did spot with a backpack going through someone's gate.
Any snippet of information becomes major breaking news streamed live.
We heard the guy go in, but when he was coming out, he said, I got it. I got it. Don't know what that is.
Jimmy Williams sits in a lawn chair streaming around the clock. In this live stream, he teases shocking chaos at the Guthrie house. So what was the chaos? He got in an argument with Nancy Guthrie's neighbor over where he parked his car.
The only action that's been out here is when the lady called the police on me.
Distractions like that, standing out here in the parking lot and screaming how bad the sheriff is, how does that help this investigation move forward?
Streamer Damian Enderly says his audience is hungry for coverage of the case and blames a lack of information from law enforcement for the surge in conspiracy theories.
Right now, it's kind of spiraled in so many directions, and the sheriff has not had a press conference.
They're actually doing more harm than good right now.
Arizona State Legislator Alma Hernandez has a blunt message for the streamers.
At the end of the day, if they really truly want to be helpful, they should probably go home.
Sloppy influencers and would-be sleuths.
Chris Cuomo is also slamming the streamers and podcasters. He really went after Megyn Kelly for focusing a lot of attention on Savannah Guthrie's brother-in-law, who has been cleared of any suspicion in the case.
She doesn't know a damn thing.
Kelly is hitting back.
Nobody watches his show on News Nation, and I mean nobody. And therefore, he gets upset at anybody who does well, like our show, and he gets jealous.
Streamers cops say they've had it with the army of YouTube streamers camped out in front of Nancy Guthrie's home.
Now we're here at Nancy's home to try to just get some information.
True crime influencers from across the nation have descended on Tucson, streaming for hours on end.
Now, there is a person that they did spot with a backpack going through someone's gate.
Any snippet of information becomes major breaking news streamed live.
We heard the guy go in, but when he was coming out, he said, I got it. I got it. Don't know what that is.
Jimmy Williams sits in a lawn chair streaming around the clock. In this live stream, he teases shocking chaos at the Guthrie house. So what was the chaos? He got in an argument with Nancy Guthrie's neighbor over where he parked his car.
The only action that's been out here is when the lady called the police on me.
Distractions like that, standing out here in the parking lot and screaming how bad the sheriff is, How does that help this investigation move forward?
Streamer Damian Enderly says his audience is hungry for coverage of the case and blames a lack of information from law enforcement for the surge in conspiracy theories.
Right now, it's kind of spiraled in so many directions, and the sheriff has not had a press conference.
They're actually doing more harm than good right now.
Arizona State Legislator Alma Hernandez has a blunt message for the streamers.
At the end of the day, if they really truly want to be helpful, they should probably go home.
Sloppy influencers and would-be sleuths.
Chris Cuomo is also slamming the streamers and podcasters. He really went after Megyn Kelly for focusing a lot of attention on Savannah Guthrie's brother-in-law, who has been cleared of any suspicion in the case.
She doesn't know a damn thing.
Kelly is hitting back.
Nobody watches his show on News Nation, and I mean nobody. And therefore, he gets upset at anybody who does well, like our show, and he gets jealous.
Had it with the army of cops say they've had it with the army of YouTube streamers camped out in front of Nancy Guthrie's home.
We're here at Nancy's home to try to just get some information.
True crime influencers from across the nation have descended on Tucson, streaming for hours on end.
Now, there is a person that they did spot with a backpack going through someone's gate.
Any snippet of information becomes major breaking news streamed live.
We heard the guy go in, but when he was coming out, he said, I got it. I got it. Don't know what that is.
Jimmy Williams sits in a lawn chair streaming around the clock. In this live stream, he teases shocking chaos at the Guthrie house. So what was the chaos? He got in an argument with Nancy Guthrie's neighbor over where he parked his car.
The only action that's been out here is when the lady called the police on me.
Distractions like that, standing out here in the parking lot and screaming how bad the sheriff is, how does that help this investigation move forward?
Streamer Damian Enderly says his audience is hungry for coverage of the case and blames a lack of information from law enforcement for the surge in conspiracy theories.
Right now, it's kind of spiraled in so many directions, and the sheriff has not had a press conference.
They're actually doing more harm than good right now.
Arizona State Legislator Alma Hernandez has a blunt message for the streamers.
At the end of the day, if they really truly want to be helpful, they should probably go home.
Sloppy influencers and would-be sleuths.
Chris Cuomo is also slamming the streamers and podcasters. He really went after Megyn Kelly for focusing a lot of attention on Savannah Guthrie's brother-in-law, who has been cleared of any suspicion in the case.
She doesn't know a damn thing.
Kelly is hitting back.
Nobody watches his show on News Nation, and I mean nobody. And therefore, he gets upset at anybody who does well, like our show, and he gets jealous.
I guess while we're here, and for any eyes coming across that happen to be new, we're going to add a few more that are absolutely touching toes with this group. And, and just think they're singles, right? No. It's like an all for one for all situation around here. Some of us have been talking about it for years. Even though there's a mass amount of them inside of this absolute criminal ConRing that work together and pretend they all don't. I think it's a good time to show at least a few of them linked together. And those who tend to be the hostesses with the mostesses and jokes, and who want to go real life and quote boots on the ground and bullshit and keep being called out by sheriffs, law enforcement, authorities in each and every state, federal agents, you name it, same ploy they're using here, And the sheriff's bad. Nobody'd know about these victims if it wasn't for us. Blah, blah, blah. It's a handy-dandy notebook scripted style of bullshit they feed in every case. It's exactly the same. And anyway, I think this is a good time to add a few of the more notorious, or the ones that are in with this group, like Dolly and JLR. You know, and those will obviously, I mean, you got Molly Golightly, Bullhorn, Cher, Voices Behind. Some of y'all know, some of you don't. No, Prayer Garden, Benny Keys, Tiffany Marie, let's see, who all can we name? Ryan Can't Fund Shit / Ryan Funds Truth, Chasing Truth, Lisa Kay. Oh, God, what else we got here, guys? Who wants to pop up the names tonight? You have a bunch of mid-parasites, but the main ones, you know, that are absolutely in this group, let's see. Who's been making the rounds lately? Oh, Lord, there's so many of them, man. So many. I mean, you can go all the way back, you know, and depending on each case, those will change, you know. Nonsense, Brittany J, all those built up. They build in each case, too, from the drama community, usually pulling forward cleanser buttholes and make them the new faces of. You'll have the, you know, the usual suspects, and these people are absolutely a con / criminal felonious damn ring, working over several social media platforms at one time combined, in order to do the worst things you've ever fucking dreamed possible, and then some you don't even think are possible. You know, money laundering, cleansing, cryptoing between here, political realms, setting off stuff in both, selling conspiracy shit, nonsense, propaganda, Pizzagate, Wayfair shit, you know, crisscrossing. Oh, let's see. You know, to me personally, I'd tell you, Coffindoffer even, obviously been involved in a few there. She's also one of the main ones pumping out the bullshit where it concerns Savannah Guthrie's family, and it's reached apparently Megyn Kelly. You have Gabble Geeks, Chroma Mama. Oh, those bitches are evil. Kim and Allie is cracking. Don't even get me started there. Damn, y'all. I know there's a bunch of you sons of bitches. But today, let me see here. I'll be damned if half your names ain't escaping me that I've been on your asses for years. I do not. Hold on. Oh dear. I did a thing. Oh, I don't know that. It's alright. Yeah. Here's an ex-convict, Nazi piece of shit that goes faster than a sewing machine. It's part of the group. Long time part of the group. Right? And y'all ain't trying to give them advertisement. I'm just trying to do my public awareness here. Here's one that's been a fame whore for a long time. He's currently trying to, he's a long study of conspiracy theory and horse shit and propaganda and how to feed audiences right now. He's working on trying to do a documentary, and everybody's stupid and hasn't gone on to the fact that what he's actually been using the channel for in all the videos is to get better at cinematography, while him and the group think everybody are stupid, and nobody can tell how he's learning to actually put out the documentary all of them put out on Summer's case, which in this case is my missing neighbor. But yeah, his audiences are stupid, gullible, he's feeding them propaganda. The boy has a hankering for the TV, alright? Total piece of shit. But yeah, his audiences and many others, etc., are not catching on to the fact that really his, if they paid any attention to any of his videos since coming here, it's that he's actually practicing his video making skills so they can all, in the end, have him make the documentary or movie while, certain locals, scandalous motherfuckers, and they script write and all shit. Yeah, people are stupid, and as you notice, he's got upcoming pieces that they've tampered in, screwed with, went boots on the ground in, shouldn't have been screwing with. I don't know, Ryan's getting to have not such a good time. Anyway, that's one of the most notorious, for right now, anyway. Let's see. Oh. This psycho cow, right? She will literally fuck bang anything, 10K or under, or her price range for whatever. Even marrying psychopathic meth heads to, get ahead. 10K green card marriages, any lie she can tell. It doesn't matter with this one, okay? She does things. She's been connected with MGL, Serafina, like most of this group since the way back. Bitch got problems. Currently, they're doing the movements for everything. It's fine. One of the worst, though, for sure. Let's see here. Damn, y'all, I don't know. I try to keep this phone cleansed from all your all's fuckery. And though this one is UK based, she's very much part of this exact group. They do the dirty work overseas, UK, Canada, Australia. They keep the shit running because it's harder to tap their asses with lawyers, etc. But she's very much part of this group with Dolly, JLR, Ryan, the rest, one of the biggest pieces of horse shit you'll ever find. Failed psychologist, got her ass fired for acting like a crazy motherfucker, threatening to kill people over damn veganism. Let's see here. Ernie's gone for right now, so I don't think we have to worry about him. Let's see. Oh, this is a quote local. He's a stalker, loves targeting children and women. Been known to do it in his own exact neighborhood, caught many times, pretending to be on scene, ain't even there. He's probably lazy as much, but he does some stalking and fucked up shit. Yeah. Anyway, but he's in with the group too. Right now, he's been targeting certain people in and around our area with drone this, drone that. Here till he's paying. You know, he's just a tainer. He's also a psycho. He does really bad shit. Okay, dude's a creep as well. Seems quite dangerous to me and many others over the years. And like I said, he really does have some sort of weird penchant for children and women that's disturbing. Known to use his own kids, a lot of news, get caught by actual agencies, you know, testing pool water and such. Doodly and they'd be famous. He's like the second rate Ryan B there. This is also one of them, right? She and her sister. No, they love going to vigils and things and shit on everybody, telling lies, fist fighting, creating chaos at multiple events, including for my missing neighbor Summer. And then they fuck up all the events, create all the goddamn chaos, and then they blame it on people like the parents, anybody else, right? Even though in this particular case, the parents and Summers want to fuck around with all these people and play games, do set up shit, you know, back and forth. Then go to the regulars and be like, bad YouTubers, while they're playing with them. But these skanky hoes, like her sister and her, they love going to vigils and charging cash to have your name placed on balloons you're not supposed to be releasing in state parks. Create chaos at every event, including my missing neighbor Summer. And arrests and all kinds of stupidity, and they did it again in setup style with a local named Nana recently at a Christmas event after trying to provoke people. Now they're trying to flip script on the dad of a missing neighbor. It's all horseshit, right? And including Ryan and all that nonsense. But yeah, this is one of the worst two right here. Oh, man, I guess while we're talking about her sister, y'all want to? What's that one under? Oh, there we go. That's right. That's the sister. It's like 2,000 pounds of dumb, evil heifer. Alright? Both no good. Alright. And then, of course, you got this low-down skank bitch who ran from America to Canada. You know, did all things with charges. We're not certain what she's doing now, but, you know, she's quiet. But she's always in the background. It's fine. You know, she's real proud of her dad who burned women and children alive and then enjoyed watching that happen. She loves monsters. She makes fun of DV victims, makes merch on them, makes money on those. Pretends she's not working with Bullhorn and say like Quentin Simon's case, this Dolly Eileen. Notorious little critter named ICU bang on Hood's cars after they can't punch, you know, the mom or grandmother anybody in the face personally. Oh, and Dolly was in on that too. And in case you're unaware, Eileen is MGL's bitch and was never opposition, which makes it even funnier. Dolly will run away from that scene too under the same MO. It's just a whole mess. If you've been following along for years, well, you know. But this is one of them. This will also show anybody's, you know, anybody, her ass cheeks or body parts, to like, you know, try to quote lure in, especially the fathers of missing children. Yeah, there ain't much this one won't do. Yeah, okay. She also put icy hot on her pseudo husband's balls in Canada. She do all kinds of things. Fake fundraisers, fake podcast grifting out. Yes, they're all like that, but they are all one and the same and together. Let's see here. I know it. You got Queen. Oh. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because I feel like it. Now this low down dirty piece of ex-cop shit, he's a giant part of this group. You know. And you know, you can buy his bullshit if you want to. Dude sucks. And as you can see by national TV and programs made about him, he sucked before the badge was off. Still firmly believe every case the guy's ever touched, anybody's ever been put in jail needs to be revisited and looked at. But yeah, he's a giant piece of irresponsible shit with no skills. And oh yeah, I don't even know how anybody gave him a fucking badge in the first place. But yeah, y'all buy the bullshit on him in the cold case, and they take membership dues, garbage if you goddamn want to. Dude's a whole ass fucking joke. He also do criminal shit and investigations, like have his buddies that pay dues, like Jensen and Moselle, you know, quote, experts and PIs. He'll have him do dirty, mind-boggling shit and be connected right with them while they do it, and then yeet the evidence off of his channel, and sometimes have his wife, you know, mute people in chat if they try to call it out. It's fine. If you've been here, you've been here, you know. Let's see. Yeah, this right here is also a piece of shit. She's been involved in Summer's case as well. You know, case on YouTube and across multiple social media platforms. She's the one feeding out the narratives about Guthrie's family being involved. You'll see Nerdy Addict and others calling her out for it right now, but Nerdy Addict's also a fucking piece of shit and connected with this group. Honeys, they have a whole we're fighting against tragedy pimps and blah 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 group that are actually all tragedy pimps. Make no mistake about that. But this one's part of the shit show, loves the Discord rooms too to pretend she ain't. But yeah, she's the one feeding the narrative even to the national media that you just seen Cuomo calling out because of Kelly. Yeah, and then she's also feeding this horse shit to that one that just recently got fired or quit, News Nation. Banfield? Yeah, Banfield's putting that shit out hot and heavy too. Yeah. That's where it's coming from. Let's see here. Now, this is also one of the fucking worst, right now he's on a, pretend fake arc again of being like an angel and a saint. He is not. He's the goddamn devil, mentally ill. The boy is fucked up beyond words and all reason and sanity. But I guess we'll see if Jedediah Keys here has finally gotten his shit together. I doubt it, considering, you know, his pretend arc does not add up with, like, oh, I don't know, one of his first lives, you know, back online with a certain other particular one, going after people's children and shit again, and then his fake fucking arc commenced, right? Oh yeah, there it is. And things we forgot, you know, they say da, right? And then he got the pretend arc on real good again. Right now, I don't know, we'll see where it goes. I'm gonna guess the same way it went in every case, and then the fancy up, it'll be gone after a while. Monsters never can stay in masks for very long. Who else we got, guys? I mean, there's a few I'd hate to name early on, you know, or anything. Let's see. This one pretends it ain't. Alright, this one pretends it ain't. It damn well is. Of course, you got this one. She loves her boots on the ground bullshittery. theatrics, pretending she ain't. Everybody pretends she's a end-all be-all of true crime. Nope. No. She's just better at salesmanship of her bullshit and keeping the group together. Tracy here is still a piece of shit. Alright. This hoe bag right here and her crew, it's been operating for years and it's fine. One of the worst of the goddamn worst ever. And have I mentioned how many of these have actually tried to, like, get me and my family murdered and shit? Like, legit, and proof of it, and they've said so outright, even down to that level. Falsely trying to take kids, false 5150s, anything they do, get information, hands-on witnesses, or info from us about the case, etc. Yeah, this is one of the most evil cunts you'll ever see online or behind the scenes in her court-watching groups. Now, let's see what we got here. This one has changed its name several times. Hell, I don't even know if this is the same one anymore. She has a particular sidekick. Yeah. This whorebag, who at vigils and things like that, she will, instead of using airtime for missing, will use it to, hint, wink, and do wordage to terrorize people she's already trying to get murdered, and in touch their abusers with order protection in place, terrorizing the women and children of them. She's one sick fucking puppy. But anyway, these days she mostly sits on her hands and chats and weasels behind the background. But yeah, this is if you know, you know. Let's see. I mean, good Lord. There's so fucking many of you. Right? Over the years. That one was one of the sickest motherfuckers you'll ever see. I think the bitch just supposedly told us she's like 80 and had, like the fucking Antichrist baby. She tithes on, my missing neighbor's name. That type of thing. And says you had to hit the like button so my missing neighbor Summer can see it in heaven. She's one disgusting piece of shit. And here till Benny Keys found her searching for change and pain pills under her couch cushion crying, for cigarette money. We don't know. Either way, definitely a con. She do sells her shit on religion and whatever. I don't know. It's surprised they aren't all burning in hell. And I don't even believe in hell. I know how they don't shoot into flames most days. This is one you can audibly hear, like the demon in. Built her whole career on pretending to call out somebody she's just pissed off because she didn't get to go real life too. But now she's getting to go real life, and she's become the very thing she said she was setting up to destroy, but she was fine with till they kicked her out of the group, and she didn't get to go to Ben Hill Road, much like, I don't know, lockdown, etc. Ziggy had to be split from the group so they could all pretend to the locals they all weren't one and the same, much like Ryan does. It's a whole thing right now. She's got a particular local who's a link between all kinds of motherfuckers and script writing for, that documentary and upcoming movie Ryan's practicing for that he thinks we're all blind to. And the group. Anyway, it's all fine, right? But this one, she's acquired her own locals. And now she's the authority on everything, including locals, and tells all this when and where and how we can speak. She's become her very own, let's see. And yeah, this one's her arch nemesis, right? But lo and behold, somehow Six has almost become fucking worse than Ziggy. I don't know, but they were rolling it together and good with that. And they're also the psychic band and came into connection with like drug groups in the background and all kinds of crazy shit before Summer's Case, Drama Crew. I mean, you just have to, if you know, you know. But right now, Six has got control of the group, including Chroma, Gabble, Nainer, Ryan. Everybody's floating around there. She's collected herself some locals like Pokemon, and she even gets to visit the sheriff and terrorize all of us and try to provoke us to get, like Christmas tree and flyer shenanigans up, that type of shit. With all the stuff that's going on right now. If you know, you know. Pretend she's doing no such thing and acts like she just controls us all. It's great. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Right? It's been a long list of it. Oh my god. Who else we got here? Which y'all can think of right off. Oh yeah, and of course, you got the, I think everybody, knows this one, of course, is part of the group. Right? Obviously. Go back through all the cases. We're doing the same thing. The sheriff shit, nobody know. Oh my god, we gotta go outside and create provocateur shit and blah blah blah. And we gotta go boots on the ground, whatever, right? It's all same shit, different day right now. And oh my god. I know, I'm good. And Jimmy really, Jimmy Jams, Jesus Christ, he'd make you sick if you've been around long enough to know the truth there. But, yeah, that's the one sitting there streaming, hanging out a while ago. Nah. So many pieces, guys, so many years. Anyway, I don't want to spend all evening on this, and Lord knows. And I'm trying to leave certain ones in now and everything, right now, for reasons. Let me tell you, they're real good reasons. But then I can't sit here for 6 more years and give you all the pieces and parts and little critters in between. Oh my god, they're everywhere. They're vast. They're legion. And they all connect. And they are the same group working case after case after case after case for years and years and years now. Long before my neighbor Summer vanished. And they've continued onward. And as you can see, once again, in another case, just like here, it's the same playbook if you go back. Sheriff's calling them out, local authorities calling them out, neighbors are calling them out, They create chaos, they fuck up the cases, elongate them, they insert where they do not belong. I mean, they have so many working for them on and around the ground. It ain't just like, say, Dolly sitting there in a case or a JLR running around. There are actual people on the ground that they send in that look, that you don't even realize, people in messengers inboxes operating over TikTok, Facebook, and with them, and groups and missing groups for them. They help lure in other neighbors, witnesses. They insert so hard, far and deep, that it is unreal, and it would be mind-blowing the most. I know that those who are curious will explore more into what I'm saying, so I won't make it all-day rinse repeat. But I did want to show you shit that, makes this type of thing worth it to them, besides what's hidden in the background and all their dirt, Here is one done by Australian News on Dolly before, and I think he's already left Guthrie. I don't know. He does that. That's his thing. He scams a bunch of shit, says he's going boots on the ground, and he parks his ass somewhere. He usually throws a camera in somebody's face, and then yeets, or he nods out at crime scenes or around areas about kills children, like Sebastian here in Tennessee, too. In this case, then he yeets, or they make up false violent shit or provocateur shit on the ground in front of crime scenes or houses or witnesses or suspects or whatever. And then when they're in fear of trouble, they run. This one has done it many times. That's his MO, but this right here is an incentive.
Open a time checking
right?
account in 2 minutes, and we'll spot you up to $200. Can you tell me?
While people like Dolly and the rest of this crew and so many others involved in it that are just endless, while they destroy people's real lives, real reputations, they destroy the cases of missing and murdered, and make it impossible for others to live financially or outwardly in the world, or without false shit hanging over them, etc., and people looking at them funny. This is what's worth selling their souls off for. Look at Fat Boy Slim here. Now, this is 7 News. This was 6 days ago, right?
You with and what? Can you tell me who you're with and what you're doing here today?
Well, I have a YouTube channel. It is called DollyVision. We travel around the country and we cover true crime events. We show up to get the job done. We're like the U.S. Postal Service, right? We will be here tomorrow. We're not going to miss anything, that's for sure. What's up, YouTube? We're back again. Today, as you can see, we're talking about Brian Kohlberg looking for little summer whales. It's been 3 years that this little girl has been gone.
So you're sitting here live streaming what's happening?
Absolutely, to thousands of people. Even some people in Australia. We have a lot of viewers on my channel that are from Australia. So we broadcast and it's getting thousands of views. So many people globally are interested in this case.
What is it about this case that you think has people so interested?
I think it's so high profile because of Savannah and her being, a TV show host. Because I've been to a lot of these places and I've never seen the media frenzy that is out here today.
This is the biggest one you've seen?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you talk me through some of the cases you've covered?
I've covered Summer Wells in Tennessee, Sebastian Rogers in Tennessee, Cody Bigsby in Virginia, Harmony Montgomery in New Hampshire, Emmanuel Harrow in San Bernardino, California, and tons of other ones.
People can write in and ask questions?
Absolutely. So we have, an open live chat. So as the video is playing, as we're broadcasting, people can basically write in whatever they want to write. So a lot of people will say, hey, Dolly, can you show us the front door of the house? So my channel is crowdfunded. So these viewers are donating money so I can buy the plane tickets, the hotels, to bring it to them live. Because, a lot of times the media, nothing against the media, y'all show, at noon, 6 o'clock. Well, these people want it all day long. They want it as it's happening. When the FBI pulls up, they want to see them pull up. They want to see them go to the door. They want it in real time. And the YouTubers out here, that's what we're able to bring them, is this true crime event in real time. And I think that's why it's so popular on the internet.
How long have you been out here?
I've been out here for 4 days now, so this is my 4th day.
And how long do you usually sit here?
I will sit here. I do it in shifts. Like, I'll sit here for about 5 or 6 hours. I'll go back to the hotel, cool off, get something to eat, and then come back out and do another 4 or 5 hours.
You seem pretty set. You've got your camping chair, your esky.
Yeah, I got everything small because I travel by plane, so I can't travel around with all the big stuff that your regular news people will have. So I got to make everything compact that will fit in a carry-on bag, and I can just jump on a plane and go anywhere at any time.
And Jimmy, this is your full-time job?
Yes, I'm a full-time YouTuber, and I've been doing this full-time for 3 years. I worked in construction and was doing this as just a hobby, and then it turned into a full-time thing.
Great. Thank you so much for your time. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Nice to meet you.
Ever sue the other driver out?
Well, y'all, don't you wish you could sit your drug-using fat weirdo ass in a fucking chair outside somewhere and, where you have literally zero expertise, anything like that, and just retire from your goddamn job and have dummies pay you. To quote, like he said, go out and search. Does that look like searching you? No, it's like he hits the ground every goddamn place, gets in trouble, sets shit off, lights it off, pisses off several neighbors, and then yeets the fuck out with what cash overflow remains. It's a good system, right? Ain't it? So don't y'all think he's just raising more than a plain ticket? Yep. Anyway, what's it tell you as viewers? They can say, oh, well, the viewer wants. Well, you can see what law enforcement, families, and communities want, and sheriffs and officials and authorities want, state representatives want, in every damn case. They want these YouTubers to go the hell away. They're telling you repeatedly they're not helpful, they're hindrances to fuck straight off. So just because the world wants more does not mean, it means you're participating in the hindrance. Sorry, not sorry. When you're sending these son of bitches into real lives, giving them incentive to destroy real lives, innocent lives, other people's businesses, reputations, you name it, and contaminating scenes and courts and tampering with law enforcement and justice and everything else the way they do, and try to script write, handbook, step by step play it by the same, methods each time. It's ridiculous. You're actually keeping justice from happening. Y'all want it, you want pitchforks and whatever else out, fine. But this ain't the way to go about it. It's actually the opposite. Y'all out here online yelling for all this shit, being freaks, helping these people, and you're actually keeping people from justice, and you're helping these motherfuckers actually make victims of innocence around the areas, communities, while they get to fucking retire their stupid drug con criminal asses that often have longer records and are bigger junkies than anything they quote hunt down or care about, blah blah blah. Most of them are abusers. They have extremely telling things in their background, life histories, relationships, etc. They're nothing but cons, dude. Whole lot of web sleuth who want to test their skills. Whole bunch of motherfuckers who don't know, how to work even with degrees. They make millions online as opposed to sitting in an office with a psychology degree, helping these sumbitches create all they do. Probably one of the only arenas I've actually seen fucking paid actors in, right? Bust in. These are those types of motherfuckers. No shit. And you'll find them operating like right now. They've been out in Minnesota and in the true crime realm, and they swap over in abundance. Their players do. Some of their giant money pushers and others do as well. You name it, guys. This shit's got to stop. But every time one of them speaks, in any case, calls them out for us, they have a way. They beat the shit out of most. Metaphorical online. Goes real life into extremes. In our case, they've even tried to get us murdered and shit. And that's how far they'll fucking go. Some of these creators have also been known, part of movements to push people to suicide, and it's worked. They terrorize cancer patients, disabled, they're racist. You have no idea what kind of evil you're working with, and they do work in a ring that for years has been connected together. I assure you, FBI and other amazing agencies do know who they are and how they connect and are watching them. Everybody can doubt that all they fucking like, but they're fully aware. And, we just keep waiting on change. But every time voices grow or neighbors get pissed or people they've done this to in each case get pissed, it's always that we're all the liars. And and the sheriffs are liars, and the agencies are liars, and blah, 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 blah. And hell, I think right now even Ryan and Nana are trying to play in politics and still carrying on with that. Our sheriff's a liar, this sheriff's a liar bullshit. And boy, right now they really seem to be kicking out in our state feds, the TBI and shit, for certain recent, players in this drama who seem to have a real dislike and a hard-on for certain agents and, well, the TBI and maybe the behavioral sciences unit and such. Yeah, they're doing the Lord's work. They're really helping Summers' case. Gotta tell you, they're wonderful. Well, they're all really just aiming for things like fame, fortune, treasure hunting, retiring at, I guess, like 21. I don't know. Doing dope. I just don't know. Documentaries, movies, you name it. Everything but human decency, good, kindness, and real true justice is the fuck they're aiming for. And they're taking advantage of the world. All of you all watching, all those gullible or vulnerable to propaganda, conspiracy theories especially, or by use of religion, they are taking you off for one hard-ass ride, and they have been for years, and it is indeed, even down here, even though they don't get views where the fuck, they are seeding all the way up to the top tier. News Nation, Court TV, Megyn Kelly, Brian Enton, and it is part of the fucking problem. It is. And we need change. We do. We need change. This needs to be stopped. If you want justice for these victims, the missing and murdered, their family, all this, if you want to see that, stop sending these people into cases. Stop being the, quote, web sleuthy types who think this is appropriate and fine, and quit being treasure hunters and weirdos and drama-oriented crazies who seem to think more blood's needed on top of the worst crimes in the world for y'all to have a glass of wine over and be entertained over. Stop helping these people. Even Lockdown and MGL and Bullhorn on got your rights in Florida all treadeth upon, taken away from all Floridians and used to fucking rope-a-dope you with, dude. Even though they're nobody's shit-stained criminals themselves, they managed to do that to all of Florida, man, who were only trying to call for them to be stopped. And then the law made was used against everyone and rights taken, right? And freedoms in Florida from every citizen. Because this same group, most people don't realize that. And if something doesn't give, all of us across the U.S. are going to lose rights and freedoms just to stop shit like this. These people are involved in Reed, Delphi, Watts, Jenkins, Rounds, Harmony, Sebastian's, Layla's, Holland, Summers, Jack and Lily's, Harrow's, Quentin's, the list is so endless and vast, guys, of how many cases. Cash, Classic, Sincere. There's just been so many. It's endless some days. Michael Vaughn's, the rest. It just never seems to end. And the amount of innocent lives and communities and law enforcement and these cases that they're destroying, it's horrifying. Also, people like Dolly's pathetic ass can sit in a goddamn lawn chair, or bang on the hood of a car, commit more crimes, or not out in neighborhoods, or, or take drugs, or enjoy Airbnbs. And so y'all can watch it all as, quote, crime and pretend it's affecting no one. While you scream for justice and pick a team and a side, put number ones in chat in this area, click the exit button and go to bed at night. And then talk about it the next day, at a water cooler. But y'all are watching and paying these people to do. And then what these people themselves are doing in this well-organized ConRing criminal group. There's no good descriptive word for an evil Evil isn't enough. Terrible and horrifying isn't enough. The people you're supporting, some of them have indeed been parts of pushes to suicide. They have and are still attempting to get people, murdered. Knowingly outright things entertainment, nothing will be done. Witness intimidation, tampering with everything you can think of. Real idiots around the world using their real jobs behind what they think's the scenes that'll never be figured out to help these people access systems, courthouses, records, DCS, CPS, people's medical records and everything else, and sending them off and thinking they're doing the good. You're not. You're doing very, very bad. Please stop helping these people. All law enforcement in each case, federal agencies, neighbors, witnesses, community members are not lying to you. It's these people lying to you. And when you see them turn around and eat and try to annihilate, silence, blackmail, force quiet the voices calling them out in each and every case, or to make people look sus or certain ways, they're doing it to get rid of those voices calling them out. You remember that when you hear the voices, including in Vallows and stuff, and the children. I mean, there's so many of us in each case. All right. And those who refuse to go quiet or silent against them pay dearly. So, anyway, we're going to watch this one more time, okay?
Hi there! Would you like to receive a gift? I'm a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Cops say they've had it with the army of YouTube streamers camped out in front of Nancy Guthrie's home.
Now we're here at Nancy's home to try to just get some information.
True crime influencers from across the nation have descended on Tucson, streaming for hours on end.
Now, there is a person that they did spot with a backpack going through someone's gate.
Any snippet of information becomes major breaking news streamed live.
We heard the guy go in, but when he was coming out, he said, I got it. I got it. Don't know what that is.
Jimmy Williams sits in a lawn chair streaming around the clock. In this live stream, he teases shocking chaos at the Guthrie house. So what was the chaos? He got in an argument with Nancy Guthrie's neighbor over where he parked his car.
The only action that's been out here is when the lady called the police on me.
Distractions like that, standing out here in the parking lot and screaming how bad the sheriff is, how does that help this investigation move forward?
Streamer Damian Enderly says his audience is hungry for coverage of the case and blames a lack of information from law enforcement for the surge in conspiracy theories.
Right now, it's kind of spiraled in so many directions, and the sheriff has not had a press conference.
They're actually doing more harm than good right now.
Arizona State Legislator Alma Hernandez has a blunt message for the streamers.
At the end of the day, if they really truly want to be helpful, they should probably go home.
Sloppy influencers and would-be sleuths.
Chris Cuomo is also slamming the streamers and podcasters. He really went after Megyn Kelly for focusing a lot of attention on Savannah Guthrie's brother-in-law, who has been cleared of any suspicion in the case.
She doesn't know a damn thing.
Kelly is hitting back.
Nobody watches his show on News Nation, and I mean nobody. And therefore, he gets upset at anybody who does well, like our show, and he gets jealous.
And you can find that at Inside Edition. Obviously, I'll link it here in a second. But, yeah, that's so professional. Doesn't that just sound like goddamn Walter Cronkite to you all? Charlie Rose, anything like that. It's so professional these days around these some bitches like Enton and Kelly and Grace and all that. These are the pieces of shit I'm talking about. That these some bitches are connected with, and that's why it's so goddamn hard to get rid of them, because they're making the circuit run. Alright? Millions and millions and millions in between. It's pretty damn gross. Anyway, y'all may go search out Cuomo's piece too. But, yeah, anyway. And that is by no means all the ones I should mention, but those are the ones right now I'm most notably fucking around. At least for the moment in my world, which is why they're coming to the forefront. So, but yeah, they're all connected. Mark as one. Alright, all of them. And I know I left Molly's whatever channel out. Who knows what she's going by these days? I don't know. I try not to watch that one, but most of these bitches aren't even supposed to be on YouTube, by the way. They've already had their shit taken, struck. They got channels going under other people's names. They're ban evading, but hey, who gives a shit, right? Yeah. Let's see. Lord God. This is the dumb shit I'm talking about. Chris ain't right on shit. This is talking about how Miss Nancy was first reported missing. It said that she was dropped off after a church event on Saturday. Oh, I can't with them. Whole hot mess of bullshittery. Evil. No good to come of it. Anyway. And I'll tell you this one, and beware, because like this one right here, you know, he called Dolly out the other day, car accident, seen the body ran off. It's what Dolly does, radio comes with some more shit. But this one does a good job at pretending to be the most doofus spokesman in the world for families, victims, or blah, 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 right? But he is one of the biggest tragedy pimp pieces of ignorant Nazi shit I've ever seen. And he's quite transparent. Anybody with like 2 brain cells to rub together. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can. Yeah, but this is one of those anti-tragedy pimp types, who is absolutely working with and around in the group. Don't let them fool you, folks. Even the 2 brain cells go at 3,000 mile per hour types like that one. Don't let them fool you. All right, y'all. Oh, Lord mercy. Yeah, all for one for all, you know, is what they are. So anyway, you all, y'all enjoy your evening. And any of the rest of you who want to explore, find out, they come across this in new eyes, and you want to find out who all the players are within this exact same group playing with him, all the little critters, the parasites in between, the little web sleuths, the fake motherfuckers in every inbox, in every case, like the ICUs and shit you'll find banging on hoods of cars with Dolly Vision over there and that type of shit. Anyway, if you want to figure out all the pieces and parts, just take a gander around some of the videos I have up. Others do actually call these people out. Dylan Round's mom. Police actually did a recent piece calling them out again. Let me see if I can find it. Her name is Candace Cooley. Yeah, here we go.
Is the 1,400 hours a year you waste on your phone. With Purdue Global, you can turn that time into a...
Welcome to Courtroom Insider, everybody. I'm today. How long were you with the FBI?
26 and a half years.
Wow. You worked extensively with Candace and Box Elder and the other agencies with the Dylan Rounds case.
Yes.
Dylan, or sorry, Candace, give me a brief update. We were talking before we started to roll on the status of James.
It was hadn't worked with Box Elder County Sheriff's Office before that had been seized from Chase Fenstrom. And we offered the FBI at that point had already offered their assistance to Box Elder, and
have different software, hardware devices.
Photos pop up and all the text messages.
What's the phone looking like?
Bad, remember? Because Dylan had that run-in with them on Wednesday. Chase called me and said, I've been trying to call Box Elder. They won't.
So you were able to get him on that. He said,
with the phone help.
Names were, as this wounding with an antique firearm, go on your way, right? And so we kind of offered that to Brenner, and he says, 28. And it was during that interview where my
determined who.
Wow.
Who it was able to turn on the phone.
And I explained to him what it was, and that kind of, before we even knew that this phone could be shed property, up on a little.
When I would get bacon from Falls Brand, Dylan would say, get an extra box.
I didn't know at the time that I was working the Dylan Rounds case when I would be retiring, but I knew there were fewer days in front of me than behind me. And the one thing from other agencies, once they realize that, like, hey, we're here to help and we don't care who gets the credit as long as the person responsible for the crime is held responsible, then they bring you cases. They're like, hey.
Anyway, it is an interview worth watching. From East Idaho News. And in it, they once again, and for the billionth time, call out YouTubers, social media, etc. Like most, Candace is keeping her voice up. Candace Cooley, Dylan's mom, and trying to fight back against these people as well. Those like, Jim fucking Terry's piece of shit ass. If you know, you know. Yeah, so. Yeah, I don't know. You guys. Oh, look. JLR's stupid ass has apparently got 22,000 dumb motherfuckers watching, and there's an arrow pointing to something. My God. And wasn't Chase seeing that now privated live stream the other night, stumping for JLR, saying he's changed, he's a good guy, blah, blah, and then she yeeted that motherfucker in oblivion the other night. Chasing's all about the true crime and no shenanigans. Yeah, she was stumping hard and almost sucking JLR's dick as hard as he sucks fucking Mountain Dew bottles off and gives the Hail Hitler and sniffs dirty panties the other night. Then yeeted that motherfucker into oblivion. Yeah, but they're all just here. It's fun. They don't work in a group. But the time he's making money in Minnesota and shit for everybody, earning your best doing things, So, they scratch each other's backs. But yeah, look, guys. It's breaking. There's a yellow arrow. Oh my God, what does it mean? Oh, there's a guy back there. He must be guilty. Is he a neighbor? They can be extra guilty. Is he a this? Is he in the community? Could destroy his reputation? What can we do? Does he have enough money to fight back? What's the deal? Oh God, it's breaking! Breaking! Right? Hold on, give him a minute. He'll compare victims to steaks at Texas Roadhouse. Gotta love the guy. Anyway, no, you don't. He's a piece of shit. If you know JLR's history, woo! And if you don't, boy, you need to look it up. He's terrorized our U.S. representatives, stalked them, followed them. He's the reason that everybody on Earth can say thank you. We all just needed fishing, PH, right? Spelled with PH. He's also given rise to Alex Jones, all the things. The dude doesn't blink. I don't know. The guy's a whole ass criminal mess. He spent decades. But yes, look, he's doing the Lord's work, Not. But anyway, yeah, he's one of those who'll paint his face any color, or go to some sort of political event, try to set off, like burning down cities and getting different, political parties to fight in person on the streets, setting shit off. Him and a bunch of others, just like they do in front of houses, in front of victims, families and things. Well, they say law enforcement sucks, and nobody know if it wasn't for people like him. But anyway, it looks like he's live, y'all. Hey, go join the stupid crowd he's got watching. It's great. Half of which is, bought and paid for. If you know, you know. Anyway, guys, I am out of here for right now. Good Lord, who and what is half of this shit on my page? I don't even know who the hell that is. There's a thousand. I don't know. Their fucking channel's named after a day. I don't know. That's new. Lord, the oversaturation. Let's go through. Oh my God, y'all. Look who's live. Oh, and he's mad at mainstream media. Oh, DollyVisions and his fifis. See what he's doing.
Too soft. Too strong. There. Perfectly balanced.
I would definitely recommend TurboTax. My tax expert, she was amazing. She answered all of my questions. It all just felt super easy and transparent.
Take the
you
wheel.
gotta try it. You have to.
Boy, back in the desert. We're out here. So, I'll give you guys a few minutes to jump in before we get rocking and rolling while I get everything set up out here.
Oh my God, how long have you been live, you fucking idiot? Is he actually moving around?
All clear
Is
in
he
the back.
looking at anything? Oh, he's watching the police do their jobs. Oh my God, you guys. What would you do if you couldn't watch the police do their
So
jobs?
we're gonna have to go rescue him. I thought somebody might have got that cop. I was like, oh man, we're gonna have to go save this guy.
Hey y'all, what if you're interrupting crime scenes by watching like that? Oh wait, I've seen y'all do that. JLR, Dolly, all of them. Oh hell, they're not even to put up that. It's fine. What if they can't actually search the way they need to or collect things they need to because y'all are contaminating them like they said throughout Guthrie's in every case, or planting stuff in every case, or you got videos on them all the time. They don't need to be there, so a suspect or perpetrators do not need to see what they're doing or investigating. And you just sitting your asses in lawn chairs is actually impeding investigations. What if I told you that? Huh? While your dumbass subs watching, thinking you're to do the Lord's work on the ground. Y'all are morons. Good God Almighty, 14,000. Mostly fake. Jesus, you think law enforcement gets paid any of that? Well, Chuckle Fuck sits there in a lawn chair watching them actually do the job and showing you that and impeding the investigation. Shit. Them old boys should be paid what Dolly is. And then Dolly needs to be yeeted the fuck home or in cuffs. Anyway, I wonder if he'll make fun of my disability or speech or bring my abuser up tonight. Oh, he went down. No, Dolly, come back. We need you boots on the ground to solve the fucking case. You and your pedophile soap making brother. No! No, the feds need you, Dolly. The world needs you. No, wait, are you taking a hotel break to go rub your tiny shrimp dick aggressively and against consent on somebody else at a concert? You in a hurry? What's happening tonight? What's the deets, bro? We gotta know. Oh, he's gotta go rest, y'all, after all that hard work sitting in the lawn chair. No, they told you to get your whole ass up out of town. Get on now. You hear? Get. He ain't gonna do it until he fake breaks an ankle or runs from a scene of an Eileen and clown car show with ICU, though. Or nods out in the neighborhood. Y'all keep paying these dipshits. It's fine. Lord of mercy, grace. Who else you got here? Motherfucker, they're all there, aren't they? No, dear. Is JLR jumped out of the bush yet? I just want to know.
This is the phone, goddammit. Shit.
Hey, JLR, I'm giving you the first few, giving you about, like, I don't know, 8 fucking lunch piece of shit.
What the phone packaging looks like. They came with a charger.
Not that you ain't made enough money on all of us. You garbage bin of a human being.
Boots on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
JLR investigates.
Oh, he's investigating.
Day 18. Where is Nancy Guthrie?
Oh, God.
Hello, everyone. Come on.
That's the slogan, right? Where's so-and-so? Where's the baby? Where's Harmony? Where are all the kids inside Sea Duck? Where's this? Where's that? The sheriff don't care. Look at him investigating. God damn, this is the hardest investigating I've ever seen. Holy shit, look at all the pens and paper and stuff, man.
Come on in. Boots on the ground. Back on the...
He's boots on the ground. On the pavement. In front of a scene. Woo! Investigate.
Laura's musing.
Shit. Hell yeah. I don't know what's happening.
I don't think the case is going cold.
Oh my God, are you all already on that? Holy shit, they're already pulling that out of their buttholes. With the case is going cold. It's going cold. It's going cold. It's been like 4 minutes. I don't know. Won't y'all stand out there and live stream some more? So perpetrators can watch every move of law enforcement vehicles outside of police departments, up and down the streets, and at the home. Oh boy, that's really helping, guys. And then once you call the sheriff's ineffective and create doubt to the public, and this there contaminated crime scene, yeah, it'll be solved real quick like this. Love it. Love it. Oh, go piss off some neighbors while you don't pretend they're not neighbors. Get you some fake ones in there, like Eileen's and the ones Dolly had in at Harrow's and everything else. You know, shit, I don't know.
And they're full blast here.
Oh my God.
We continue to get days like we had today. That's my prediction here.
Whoo! He's investigating all the cones. Maybe he's trying to see which one he can deep throat and scream about how much he loves Hitler the most. Is that what you're doing, is targeting those poor cones for violent sexual offenses, JLR? Huh? Probably. Fucking freak bag. Anyway, I know, it sounds like I'm mean. This is your first time here. Breeze around, you're like, oh my God. Look, a new image was released by the FBI. Okay, so not JLR and him. Oh my God, no shit. Alright, so, I guess, JLR's on it, y'all. He's gonna solve it any second now by staring at orange cones. I'm telling you, somebody needs to go in and save those fucking cones from that predator. We've seen what he does to stuff shaped like that. Fucking freak bag. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. Okay? Alright. Alright, y'all. You have a good night. And like I said, I'll link that here in a bit with the Inside Edition or whatnot. I'm sure y'all can and are capable of going and finding yourselves. But, you know, if you want to help, go share that piece. Okay? You want to help stop this shit? Go share pieces like that. You know? Go scream in their chats to get the hell out of town like the sheriff and feds and state representatives are demanding they do. That's how you go help. All right, you guys, I'm out. Much love, peace, light to all of you all. Enjoy the speck, the vast cosmos, the dance of life. And as always, be a good pebble, a spark, and a voice when where you can, even if it's dressed up with some cursey words. And please continue to share Summer's flyer with her picture and age progression photos, and then provide other links besides that to real information by real news sources like law enforcement agencies, the local ones, and TBI, FBI, real journalists, WCYB, WJHL, Bristol Herald Courier, Hawkins News, Rogers Review, pieces like that, so that the right eyes, the right ears might see or read something at the right time and see it and have an aha, call in the right tip or lead, and that be what's needed if something's still needed. And it can even lead to the capture of the identification and capture of the perpetrator or perpetrators. And they're finally hauled into cuffs, and into courthouses and jail cells like they need to be. All right, y'all, you have a good night. Much love. Talk to you later.